Officially, the hour starts now, and I just fixed the audio. All right. Yeah, you guys read the title. You guys clicked on it, but you might click out of it in a minute because retention is about to be awful on this one. Oh, you guys are not gonna be watching for a lot because this is just me rambling for 1 hour straight. Now, you might be asking, Adrian, why are you doing this? This is not unlike your content. Well, my content, as you can see, is a bit sporadic because I was doing so good and then poof, my last upload was Minecraft like 12 days ago. It was we had a good run. We had like what, 3 videos out? And then we crashed. Why did we crash? Well, this is what kind of this video is about. I'll be rambling about, certain things, about what's going on, just random things. I feel like I'm entertaining enough to ramble on about what goes on with, Sour Bacon, this guy right here. First and foremost, I should definitely discuss why videos haven't been coming out. All right. Last video was Minecraft is timeless. I remember editing that like it was just yesterday. But 12 days have passed. I think that's what I should probably check. But yeah, a decent amount of days have passed. And I have nothing recorded, nothing ready, nothing in the works. It's just been a halt, a grinding, disturbing halt. And it's a scary. Well, it's just 2 weeks. Okay, I was a little off. Yeah. Reason for that is many aspects. All right, let's start with the most prevalent one, which is I am actually working on a short film, an independent shoestring budget short film, featuring me, and that's pretty much it. And I've been writing it, and I've been somewhat filming it, but I haven't actually finished the screenplay at all yet. But, we're getting there. That's why Sour Bacon is kind of... Because I'm actually genuinely starting to promise what I was going to do eventually, but I didn't know how to execute it. I've always been wanting to make short films. But the problem with that is that I have no crew. I have no one to hold the camera for me. I have no one to corroborate with. I have no one to just fact check my stuff. Just tell me that it's good at least. But I have found a person or two. My younger brother can wield the camera for me in certain shots. But I have found a story in which I can kinda, sorta make it all by myself without having external forces helping me out for the majority. And I'm really excited for you to see that because this story is it's deviating from what you guys know me for, which is, I'm going to publicly announce it now, The Classroom. The Classroom is a series totaling 5 hours of quality entertainment, 10 episodes long. It's a mockumentary sitcom, fake reality TV featuring a classroom, like The Office, with Steve Carell and John Krasinski and Michael Schur, all them. But it takes place in a classroom, and I've written it, created it, directed, starred in it, edited it, cinematography, art department, set design. It's lightning technician. It's just, I said lightning, but we can't cut anything out. I can't cut anything out, by the way. I don't know if you realize by now, but this has just been one continuous shot of me just rambling, and I hope I can keep it that way and not make any brutal mistakes that I wish I could just scrap. But no, I have to keep going. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, The Classroom. So the reason I hadn't talked about The Classroom earlier, even though I was already basking in the glory and it's already been out and the entire series is up to is complete so far. We'll get to that in a bit. It's there's an asterisk right next to so far. We'll get to that. But the reason I hadn't announced it is because my family. Let's uncover some Adrian lore for a second here. My parents, my family, my little brother, everyone, they did not know anything about The Classroom. I had concealed it from them. I had worked on it behind the scenes, behind the curtain. I I would be in my room just editing it, and when they would come in, I would just alt tab because they didn't know anything about it yet, and I didn't want them to find out, sort of, because I say it's a surprise, but in reality, I was just more afraid in a sense, like not afraid of judgment, but like it's kind of hard, like even showing my YouTube creations, my sour bacon creations, it's very cringeworthy for some reason. Like it's just like they're seeing me in a new light that they don't usually see me in, and I think that's the reason they see me in a new light, and I just feel like that's aberrant from what they know of me. Like I'm not rambling this much to them when I am spending quality family time with them. I know I talk more to a camera than I talk to my entire family, which is concerning, but that's how it is. The influential lifestyle. Um so yeah, I had not shown them the classroom until very recently. I showed them the pilot, and the response was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was sufficient. It was relieving that after all that hard work, all my entire senior year paid off, and they enjoyed it. And they haven't seen any other episodes. They have not decided to delve in further, even though I did tell them that we should probably watch this nightly. Yeah. Um yeah. So the classroom. What was my entire point with the classroom? My entire point with the classroom was crap. Heck. Let's see. So I was talking about how I was writing my own short film. Oh yeah, the deviation from what I usually make, which is the classroom. Now, if you guys don't know what the classroom is, but by then you already clicked off. This is 7 minutes, way too long right here. I've already been talking about tomfoolery and shenanigans and just you don't care, but that's all right because it's just a personal thing. This is for the true fans who'll watch and soak in every minute of this 1 hour because I like to think I have a tranquil voice. I like to think that I am pretty eloquent, and that my voice is tolerable enough. But yeah, like I was saying, if you don't know what the classroom is, for you lucky person who was decided to delve in this much, the classroom, I would explain it, mockumentary sitcom, but it sits on my YouTube channel, not my YouTube channel, another YouTube channel. It sits on the YouTube channel of my high school, which is sitting strongly. We get, the pilot has 900 views. Like that's a flex. I'm not gonna lie. That's the yeah. I think I might have a link in the description if you want to check that out because I am truly excited that I can publicize, I can promulgate the classroom finally, because if I said anything about the classroom before my family had watched it on my videos that they watch thoroughly, I don't know if they'll watch this entire hour, but yeah, they would have questioned me and inquired me and then told me, why'd you keep this a secret? So I might as well have came clean before I started to publicize, and now I am gonna publicize a buttload about the classroom. I'll be posting little snippets. Maybe I'll edit a trailer or something like that. That thing needs a trailer, honestly. So yeah, the classroom. I have a lot to talk about the classroom. Let's just start off simple with the 2024-2025 school year has just begun, and I received word from Mr. Jason Cummings himself that I am a sensation in that class, in that school in general, because I have left such a lasting impression with that series, and I don't know how. I wish I was there to see it because I don't believe him. I don't know how big of a sensation he's talking about, but woo, it must feel nice. It must feel nice, truly, because, woo. Yeah, the classroom. I'm quite proud of it. It's my baby. And it's not even a weight, but it was just something in my inventory that entire year that I felt proud to carry and proud to just anchor it and see it through to the very end. I remember, let's think about this. late April, right? Me and Mr. Cummings were discussing like schedulary. Is that a word? Just schedule issues. We were in the burrows of episode 109, Oyster with Macy. We were like halfway through production, and he was just freaking out. Like, he thought that we couldn't get 2 episodes out before my graduation. Like, it was like April 29th, April 28th, like, because we were about to head into May, and we still hadn't like finished Oyster, and the goal was to upload an episode a month. But obviously that schedule was topsy-turvy, because there are some episodes where they come out 2 times a month, and then there's one that like just really went into the next month because it was just big of a production. But yeah. And Mr. Cummings was freaked out of his mind. Like, he was like, we gotta cut some corners, man. But no, not only did we make those 2 episodes, but the finale is longer than your average feature film. 102 minutes. I don't know. No, because here's the thing. The finale had like, I don't know, like 13 shooting days, which is an hour. We have an hour every day to film, for a second period, just a period in general. We have an hour to film. But I mean, also I'm not even kidding. Because just me, myself, and I would shoot during lunch, during any other period I could get free, during my 6th period, which was also a free period. I had early dismissal. I could have just left home, but no, I had a bus to catch. I couldn't actually leave if I wanted to. I catch the bus, the school bus. I would work my tail off during those times. But yeah, no, but just think about that. I think like 10 to 13 shooting days where I actually had the entire crew, the entire like class together so we could film some stuff. And that turned into a 1 hour and 42 minute finale. And we just don't talk about that enough. It is longer than the senior video of the year 2023 to 2024. That is longer than that by just a smidge. But that is still, that is my senior video right there that I made. Glorious. I don't know how. I don't know how I managed to achieve an hour and 42 minutes of a finale, but I did. And I still I've yet to bear witness to Mr. Cummings' reaction. Like, I didn't get to see anyone from my crew, the classroom crew, react to it, watch it. We usually watch every episode together, but that finale was released after school was out, after I had graduated, after all that. So it marinated through summer. It just baked in the Real London Nights Network channel. It just sat there, and it garnered so many views, believe it or not. I think over the summer it garnered like 300 views, which just shows that like the finale has more views than some of the other entries, which says a lot, which means that they were not watching it linearly. People have came back to that finale without genuinely have seen the overbearing arcs, and that's a little concerning, but you know what? It's fine. They are basking in what I've made, and that's good enough. I mean, you guys are totally just not going the right way, but I'm fine with that. So yeah, Mr. Cummings, we did those 2 episodes. You didn't believe in me. You didn't trust the process, but I'm a visionary, all right? I knew what we were going up against. I knew. I didn't know. Okay, but here's the thing. I didn't know how long the finale was gonna be. Like, I knew we were going to be able to squeeze in a finale, but we squeezed in a finale of unfathomable proportions. Like, it was jumbo. It was, woo, lard. And yeah, the classroom. What was I talking about? I was just telling you a story about how Mr. Cummings just didn't trust the process, but we got it done. Now, I'm going to say this now. We had a many times conversation whether season 2 would be made of the classroom. We were wondering, No, because me and Mr. Cummings would talk about this a lot. Like, if there was any class who was up for the challenge to continue on, to make it their own, to start off with a fresh batch of TV and media students and just make, like, reupholster the entire cast, just make new characters with new arcs and new traits and new personalities and new quirks and all of that, I would be fine with it. But the thing is, the classroom released last year. We have a new school year. And Mr. Cummings tells me day 2 of the new school year that season 2 is up and running. When I got that message, here's what was going through my mind. When I tell you, I thought people were going to pick it up 5 to 8 years in the future. Like, I thought that we would have to let that classroom, the classroom, marinate. Just settle in to the Rio High School campus. Just consolidate itself. I really thought it would take a while for it to linger, to get the effect to everyone. But no, apparently, it was so much rapid. It was like that. Over summer, like that. Everyone loved it. Everyone has watched it. Everyone has experienced the classroom. And they want to make a second season this year. And to that I say, I'm already writing a script. I'm writing a script to guide these people who I don't even know. I don't know who's in this class. Because there's going to be, I don't know. Does one period want to tackle this? Does two periods want to tackle? I actually have no idea. I didn't bog in the details. He just told me season 2 is going to happen. I offered if I wanted to write a script so I could set them on their way. And he said, sure. And I've been writing it nonstop, actually. That's another reason why I haven't been uploading on Sour Bacon and Bacon Digest. I have to get to Bacon Digest in a second. But, yeah, that is the very culmination. I have just been writing nonstop. I've been writing my short film, and I've been writing The Classroom. My hands are full. I've just been simmering down. I'm not saying that I'm like done with Sour Bacon, like I'm about a hiatus again. No. It's just I've gotta acclimate to certain developments that have just been happening. Cause holy heck, like The Classroom season 2 and the script that I've been writing so far is beyond anything you see in season 1. Because here's the thing, I'm going to be so frank with you guys right now. I'm not in that class anymore. So basically, I'm writing remotely. I am writing without even knowing who our personnel is. I don't even know who the students are. I don't know if they're lackluster. I don't know if they're vapid. I don't know if they're enthused. I don't know if they're overjoyed, ebullient. I don't know. I do not know. So I am writing the script completely blind. I am molding it into what I want the classroom to be. Like, this is like the consummate of what I want the classroom to be. I am writing it like if all the students were just to give it their all and to just spring into action and do whatever silly things are scripted out for them. Like I would. Like, if it told me that I needed to dump a milk carton on myself, I would do it. And I would hope that some other student would. But I'm obviously not going to write, like, that frequently. Well, it's one script. It's just the pilot of season 2. That's not the right term. The first episode of season 2, I'm just writing that. I'm just getting all the student, I am making it bonkers enough for an episode 1, season 2. But I'm writing it like if it was an idyllic filming environment. And I don't know if it will be. Chances are it's not, but I'm still having very much fun writing the script. Don't get it twisted. I love writing The Classroom. The Classroom was so easy to write. It was just like, oh gosh, it was so like thinking of chaos was so simple. It's just, I was talking to a fan the other day, and by the other day I mean I think yesterday, or yesterday, or like 2 days ago. I was talking to a fan of the classroom online type stuff, because I don't know, BBU, if you're watching this, BBU, I don't know if you're watching this. I don't think you will, because we're 20 minutes in, and if you find this on a whim, then I don't know. But I shared it to BBU. I'm not going to elaborate what that acronym is, but BBU knows who they are. And it's a little bit polarizing, but for the most part, people admire what I've done. It's a school project, but they admire what I've done, and they see the vision. They see that I have potential. And I was talking to a fan of online, and I was telling him about how the classroom is this figurative crash test dummy into filmmaking, for me at least. Because with the classroom, I am unleashed. I have no restraints. I have no creative decision clashes. I have no opposing creative decisions. I have no big corporate, big studios rejecting, like opposing to any idea that I have. It's just Mr. Cummings and the 1-2 limits that he imposes, which is like, don't curse and just don't make me look bad, or like do anything risky that may jeopardize my job. Which, by the way, we have done that quite a few times in season 1. For example, when we went up on the roof, I had never seen Mr. Cummings more, like when we went up on the roof in Floss and Austin Nihilification, which is the April Fool's episode. Yeah, I'd never see him more stressed out. Like we were just getting these shots as fast as humanly. Like, I didn't even get time to fully director mode myself. Like, we got an enough shot. An enough shot meaning it's enough. It's what we need. It's what it is required of the scene to get the message through. But I didn't get to deploy like a picturesque frame or like this cinematography. Like, it was just really rushed. And I don't blame you, Mr. Cummings, but still, we could have made that scene a whole lot better. In fact, I'm just gonna say this right now. Oh snap, I forgot to mention this. Hopefully I don't forget about what I was just talking about. This is just another aside. It's just asides after asides after asides, and my throat is kind of hurting. I think I'm gonna destroy my throat after this. I will be doing the classroom document. I will be doing the classroom. Oh God, I'm losing the words. I will be doing the classroom director commentaries. I will be commentating over every episode, and I'm excited for that. And I'll be releasing them monthly, on like the day they were supposed to come out. And I think that's just going to be a jolly old time. I'll be able to go into depth and just tell you guys everything you want to know about the classroom, how like production went for that scene, and how like the funnies that were behind it, and I feel like that's something suited for like a 5-year anniversary, a 10-year anniversary. But to be honest, if I don't do it like into a year anniversary, then I am going to forget. I am going to forget all the tidbits and all the that fancy word, the trivialities of the production. And I don't want to forget that. I don't want to forget the details. The trivia in that show is great, and I cannot wait to dispense that with you. And like I was saying, like when we were up on that roof for the April Fool's episode with Ballady, Tony, there was supposed to be a lot more convoluted up in that roof. We were supposed to have a shot where he's actually climbing up that roof. Like, we would have the camera, like I'm already director's commentating, but we would have the camera on the ground on the roof, and then we would see his like head pop up, and like he's climbing up, and like presumably without a ladder, but a ladder would be off screen, and we would see him like struggling, and then Bagman would follow along, and then kind of, and at the end of that, he was supposed to fall off the roof, because we start off with him at the roof talking about how he's gonna prank everyone, to him on the roof just grappling with the fact that he cannot prank as good as he used to prank. And then he would end up falling off the roof, but we didn't have time for that. And we didn't know how to execute that off, kind of. And yeah, just that's the kind of stuff you wouldn't know if I didn't director's commentate. There's a lot that is altered within production. I have to be so honest, but I can't wait to talk to you about that. First one will obviously come out on the last day of September. We'll talk about the pilot. We'll get funny. And just so you know, that 12-minute episode is going to turn into like a 45-minute commentary, honestly, because I have so much to yap about. It is, at least I think I do, but there's definitely a lot of details secluded in it. What was I saying? The Classroom, season 2. Oh, yeah. I was saying something about, I was saying about how The Classroom is this figurative crash test dummy for me into filmmaking, right? Where there's no repercussions, and I can have as much fun as I want to with it. I can experiment. I can do what I want without any big risks, and it's on a shoestring budget. There is no real investment. That's what I was telling this fan. And it all came out naturally. Like, I hadn't really talked about how The Classroom has just been this really big opportunity for me that I've created for myself. Because that class was just a lump of clay waiting to be formed into something much bigger. And I just went Picasso on it. Or I don't know if Picasso worked with clay. But someone who worked with clay really well. Like, I just did pottery on that crap. Like, I was just, woo. Like, I made my own turf. It was just presented out to me, and nobody had taken advantage of it until I showed up. And The Classroom, I don't know, but The Classroom was kind of projecting that. Like, I was projecting, like, how I had, like, character had made TV and media something big, something more prevalent and prominent and just notorious with the critics, but, like, notable with the filmmakers, with the incoming filmmakers of Real Linda who want to take that class, and just TV and media is life, their way into their life, And yeah, The Classroom has just been a balls to the wall, just fun time for me. And it was like, and it was just, it was free, and I was doing it every day. I was forced to go to this establishment to learn academically, but The Classroom was just this breath of fresh air that literally was my motivation for school every day. Like, I would get on that bus, and sometimes I would sit next to Macy, and I would discuss with her what we were doing on episode 9 that day. And that was just the most amped up, like the most fired up times of every day. Like, that was like, I've said this before. Well, I've said this before with people, but without my 2 doses of TV and media every day, one filming The Classroom and one being a TA for a beginner's TV and media, without that, I would have rotted in my senior year. I would have had zero motivation, but no. TV and media is life, and it was rejuvenating, and it was replenishing, and it is what I was needing. And I did it seamlessly. Oh, it was. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. Just thank you. I've already said thank you to you like 17 trillion times, but you don't know truly the effect that The Classroom has had on me. Whew. The Classroom, man. Season 2. When I started writing that script, because here's the thing. I envisioned, like, I already had known, like, the title. Like when we were discussing if the season 2 was going to continue forth, I was like, I already had the title, like, established in my mind, and I have applied it, like, just now to this script. Like, I already knew, like, the format, but I didn't have, like, the storyline as such. I just had the title, and I knew I could just write season 2 as easily as I thought I could. But when I tell you that the storyline to season 2 came to me so damn fast, it's a little bit alarming. I already know, like, the protagonists were gonna follow for season 2. But, like I said, I've written The Classroom in this idyllic fashion. Like, this impeccable, consummate fashion where if all goes well, if our personnel, if our batch of TV and media students are capable enough to handle this, and that script will come into fruition. And I will genuinely be so proud of it. It might just be my favorite episode if it gets executed the way I think it will be. Oof. But yes, the classroom. It's just, oof. I love it. I love it. I had such a blast with it. I couldn't really say if the others really had a blast with it too, but I did. It's my baby, like I said. It is the culmination of my entire senior year, and it's a flatus just embodied into this very soulful, intimate project that is just so silly and so absurd. And yeah, man, I love it. I love it. It's, oh man, I miss it sometimes. I do miss it sometimes, and that's why writing it has been such a joy, because I really miss that environment, not only like on camera but behind the camera as well. That was like my niche, my habitat, my home. That was me projecting, because that was the truth. I really felt like this place was a second home to me, because I felt alive. I felt alive in that environment. Like it was teeming. Sometimes it was teeming sometimes with creativity and just laborious filmmaking, and it was such a joy to be around. It was so electrifying to be in that room. And yeah, with this season 2, it's I'm glad to be supplying the content that they need. I'm honored beyond belief. It's my project, but I'm still so honored. I feel as though I'm back in it, but no, I'm just writing from the comforts of my own home. Whew. Is that enough about the classroom? I think I've spieled about the classroom for like 20 minutes now, and that's not what I wanted to ramble about. But I've just had so much to say about the classroom, and it's finally coming out because yeah. Let's segue on to something more personal about me, at least. Well, I've already been discussing a whole lot about me. Whew. Well, Bacon Digest. Now, I've promoted it a couple times here in this channel, but it's only got 6 subscribers, which is fine. The less the better for right now, at least, because the day I came back, August 1st, I had also posted a subsequent video to that channel, or made that channel the same day also as well, but I had posted an introductory video, and I was talking about what the channel was going to be about, and I told them that the first video would be coming out very soon. It has been 22 days without an upload, and here's why. Bacon Digest is a reaction channel for films, particularly A24 films. That's what I wanted to start off. I want to start off with an A24 marathon where I just indulge into the abstract medium that is the abstract distribution company that is A24. Because I don't know, they just come out with bangers after bangers after bangers. Like they have like this sort of pattern to it, but yet it's its own idiosyncratic thing. But they just still have this surrealist aura exuding from each of their films. Yeah, here's what happened. When I tell you I already have 3 reactions in the barrel and movie reviews, because I also have a TikTok where I will be posting subsequent movie reviews to the film that I had just watched on the YouTube channel Bacon Digest. And I finished my first film reaction. I posted it to YouTube. I privated it so when the day comes I could post at a steady schedule, right? So like I gotta establish a somewhat consistent schedule. But I posted it, And, you know, it says partially blocked because, of course, it obviously has some copyrighted material in it. And I thought, oh, well, it's going to be blocked in a few territories like Russia or Belarus or somewhere like that. Was I wrong? Oh, was I wrong? That video is blocked in 53 territories, which include the United freaking States. And I had deleted the original file off of my downloads, off of my entire drive. So then I found a way to re-download it in its original format, and now I have it in my computer, and I haven't touched it. I haven't re-edited it, gone back, blurred out the copyrighted material that is giving it such a hammer down into obliviousness where nobody can watch it. I have a fan. Fun fact: I have a fan in freaking Italy. Shout out Fatima. That video is not blocked in Italy territory, and she could have she watched it. Oh my fucking god! But why? I mean, sorry, I just dropped that F-bomb. But why? Oh my gosh! But why? Why United States, man? So yeah, and I haven't been able to edit and blur out because I've been writing. I have been writing The Classroom Season 2 on my short film. Whew, man. And I can't like upload the other 2 film reactions that I've got because it's kind of in an order. So if I don't fix that one first, then I can't fix the other ones, which are perfectly squeaky clean. I mean, they're still partially blocked, but they're not partially blocked in 53 freaking territories, man. Gosh, Bacon Digest. Like, I thought that was going to strive immediately. I thought I was going to be posting deliciously, consistently on both channels, and just, I was. But then, God, the moment I realized that thing was partially blocked, it just came. It was like a very slow plummet. But into good things, because like I said, I'm writing. I am writing. I am pumping out content that I will soon be publishing and sharing with the whole world and just spreading Afflatus. And that's all I want in this world, really, just to spread Afflatus. That is the goal I make with these videos. Because if I can inspire anyone to start content creation or just filmmaking in general, then I have done my job, because it is a fun thing. It is such a electrifying just time, and it is just so self-replenishing, and I can't recommend it enough, man, because I have been doing that. So yeah, that's what's up with Sour Bacon and Bacon Digest. That's the reason things have been at a halt, but I plan to edit that first reaction really soon. I really want, like, maybe like a month, like anniversary of the channel, I'll start thinking. But yeah, that's what I've got so far. All right, let's ramble. I'm gonna genuinely ramble now. So I've been watching a couple of shows recently. So I have Apple TV Plus, right? I think that is genuinely an overlooked platform, and I'm not trying to get sponsored by Apple TV or Apple in general. I'm just genuinely speaking my mind here. It is very true, because I saw some report about how Apple TV has less like viewers in a month than Netflix does in a day. And I think that's just the most ludicrous statement I've ever heard. Apple TV has a catalog of some of the most underrated, overlooked shows ever. And I just want to spread awareness to that. Cause yeah, I mean that platform has Severance, it has Acapulco, it has The Morning Show. Now look, I'm gonna be so for real. The only reason I have Apple TV is because it is so easy to get free trials. I'm gonna be so for real. It is, if you look close enough, there are very distinct ways to achieve free trials. 3-month free trials, 2-month free trials, 1-month free trials. They're so easy to obtain, and I have not paid for a single month of Apple TV. As much as I would love to support him, I'm a broke man who has dedicates all his money to movie tickets. Like, for example, I'm gonna be watching Everything Everywhere All at Once with Seth on IMAX. Hey, Seth, I don't know you're watching this. I don't think you are. You're over there playing Baldur's Gate 3. But we're gonna see it soon, man. Like, what, a week? Yeah, no, 5 days. 5 days. We watch it. You know, it's great. Everything Everywhere All at Once, IMAX. That is just a perfect doodle. It's like caramel and ice cream. It's like, oof. Great stuff, man. But yeah, where was I going with that? I just love going into tangents and completely neglecting where I left off. I was talking about, oh yeah, Apple TV. Yeah, I'm a broke man. So, but I still watch your content, and I love to just point it out because it really is good. I was watching Acapulco season 3 because it was coming out. You know, episodes. I love Acapulco. Acapulco is a great show. You should check it out. It has Eugenio Derbez, which is one of my favorite actors out there. It's just a great feel-good show, and you know, the production design and the acting and the writing is great. It's just a really quaint, really just a good time. A good time. That, yeah. And it, you know, it's overlooked and overstepped by Ted Lasso and For All Mankind. No. Dude, there are so many other shows out there. Trust me. But yeah, after I finished Acapulco, oh my god, I forgot about Sunny too. I've been watching Sunny. That thing has also been coming out episode weekly. Sunny's a good show. It has Rashida Jones in it. Production design in Apple TV shows are spectacular. Like Severance with its $20 million budget every episode because of those labyrinthic office lumen is just crazy. Backrooms liminal space style is just really good. And then Sunny has this retro Japanese style to it, and really good stuff. Yeah, watching Sunny with Rashida Jones has been a blast. It's been a mystery, but I've been indulging in that mystery. It's based off a book. I don't know, but that's not what I'm here to talk about as much as I love Sunny. The morning show. Here's the thing. All right, Mr. Cummings, you know, you've mentioned it quite a few times. You've mentioned that your wife loves the morning show, like because we would talk about Severance, and it's in the same platform, the morning show and Severance, Apple TV originals. You had mentioned that your wife loves the morning show, like loves, she can't get enough of it, and I'm like, okay, it's got to be really good. I mean, it's got a stacked, beautiful cast. It's got Jennifer Aniston, it's got Reese Witherspoon, it's got Mark Duplass, it's got Billy Crudup, who I've grown to love. Absolutely, unabashedly. I don't know where this man has been, but he is a force of nature. Love him, love him, love him. But no, here's the thing. The only reason, and it's got Steve Carell. The only reason I started, okay, here's what, okay. So not only did I start watching it because the wifey loved it so much, because, you know, I've honestly got to make the most out of my Apple TV subscription. It also has Mark Duplass. Like I said, Mark Duplass in it. Mark Duplass is one of my favorite actors of all time, period. There's just something so, you know, there's something so idiosyncratic about his ordinariness. Like, he's just, you may look at him and see that he's your average Caucasian male, but no, he basks in his idiosyncrasy. And he's great at acting. It's like a misleading, I don't know. It's just, there's something about, he just has this effortless charisma. I don't know. I really do like him as a person and as an actor and as an indie filmmaker. And yeah, I started watching it, the morning show, just because of that too. I had, like, subconsciously in my mind, I remembered that he's in that show, and I should watch it. So, like, I don't know, I think, like, early into my senior year, I, like, started episode 1. And as much as episode 1 was fantastic, I kind of hit a wedge on episode 2. Like, I don't know. Like, it, like, just stopped. I just, like, halted completely. I don't know. I don't know why I stopped watching it. I just like, man, I just don't know why. And then, yeah, and then I left that show to freaking marinate in my up next for like 10 months until summer hit. And the Emmy noms came in. 13 Emmy nominations for season 3, The Morning Show. I'm like, wow. 13 Emmy nominations. And that's what enabled me to watch it back. And I don't regret it. I'm so sorry that I didn't watch it earlier because holy hell, The Morning Show is really good. It's like, ooh, it's got, like I said, stacked cast. Look, I could talk about the cast all day. Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, freaking Mark Duplass, Billy Crudup, John Hamm, Greta Lee, Steve Carell. That is like a consummate crew right there. I have never seen a more like, I've never seen a cast that meshes so well. Like I could not, like every single person I could not envision anyone else taking that role. Like that is it. That is concrete. Yeah, 13 Emmy nominations. I watched it. I binged it. Well, but I was watching it steadily, and I grew to love it so much. Like the writing is something else in that show. It's just the internal grappling of just like personal issues behind the biggest morning show, the biggest just news network. It's just, and I don't know, but like I said, I went in for Mark Duplass, and then I came out loving Billy Crudup. Like I don't know if you haven't seen The Morning Show, but Billy Crudup's character at first, like he rubbed me the wrong way. Like he just seemed like this really like smarmy, like just smug bastard. But then he grew to be like just a powerhouse. He's just so eloquent and so well written and just well spoken, and he's just he was so good that I went on ahead and watched another Apple TV series where he stars in it. Hello Tomorrow. Hello Tomorrow is criminally overlooked. It is like shadowed. It is like it doesn't even exist in that platform. You've got to search it up on that platform for it to even come up. But he was great in that too. Holy hell. I finished that show just yesterday, and it was a one series show. It was perfect. It was everything it needed to be. It was a grand old time. It was God. I guess I must ramble. But the series, like, it stars Billy Crudup, and he's this futuristic salesman in this retro futuristic world where it's like 1950s, but there's like robots walking your dogs, and robots sending you packages, and robots serving you beer at the bar. And oh my gosh, and this man sells like people to go up to the moon at an affordable price. And since he's just he's a traveling salesman, I must mention that too. He has estranged from his family for over 20 years, and one day he just clashes right back to his son, and since he had abandoned him at such a young age, he didn't even recognize him, and it's within this bond of like secrecy, like they get together, they work together, the son learns from the father, but he doesn't know that he's the father, and he gets to know his son better because he hasn't known him for over 20 years. It's like, it's a good series. It's got Hank Azaria. Is that how you pronounce him? I have never really tried to take on his name, but he's in The Simpsons, obviously. You know, he plays Mo. He plays a bunch of other characters, obviously. But he was great. He plays Gargamel. I don't know. That's a less notable role of his, but yeah. Yeah, Billy Crudup. Here's the thing. Billy Crudup and Mark Duplass are going head to head for the Emmy. As much as I want Mark Duplass to win, Billy unfortunately is going to take that W. Well, maybe. Maybe if Billy wins, I won't be mad. But Mark, you deserve that Emmy. Even though he was lacking season 3, not lacking like performance wise, but lacking. He barely had screen time. I'm gonna be so for real. Like I don't know why they gave him that Emmy when he was like on screen for like 25 minutes total. He did have this really profound scene in the season finale though. Like I must like that's probably the only I'm not good at pinpointing like scenes where actors definitely deserve their Emmys, but that was definitely a standout one. And yeah, Mark Duplass has just been that guy ever since Creep, because I don't think I mentioned why I love Mark Duplass so much. I've just been talking about how he looks like your average Joe, but he's not. He's amazing. But yeah, I watched Creep 1 and Creep 2, his indie horror films. Like, he's so good in them. I love the character, and I'm excited that the Creep tapes are coming out. The trequel, the trequel to the last 2 films, which is the Creep tapes are a series, but that is still. Ooh, cannot wait for more of that character, because Peach Fuzz and just that. You guys gotta watch it. I think this is what the takeaway of this entire Ramble video is. You guys should watch Creep. It's on Netflix. It's a really short watch. It's shorter than your average feature film. I would definitely oblige you guys to indulge in Mark Duplass, because he is a standout. I love the guy. I think he's like one of my idols. Like if I met him in person, I would just like a firm handshake on the guy and just tell him that to remember the name, because I am inspired by the guy. Honestly, So yeah, Apple TV. Yeah. Oh gosh. What else do I ramble about? I think I've rambled everything I've been rambling, but I still have a few more minutes to go. I'll just yawn it out first. Let's head back to Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, I will be watching that in IMAX for the re-release. Here's the thing. I have watched Everything Everywhere All at Once 8 times. This will be my 8th time in theaters, but I've watched it 7 times in theaters. I've seen it once before on IMAX, but it's been so long, and I can't believe that I actually get to relive that. I cannot believe like that is genuinely happening. I thank A24 for re-releasing it on IMAX, because that's what I need. Like, look, I am such a huge fan. You guys have no idea. Look at this. Oh, frick, wrong way. The Everything Everywhere All at Once, the collector's edition. Woo, snap! I'm actually showing this on camera for once. This is, because here's the thing. I had actually made an unboxing video to this, but here's the thing. This is back then when I didn't have this beautiful camera, which, by the way, I think I can finally disclose this, or maybe not, but I'm sorry, Mr. Cummings, if this is throwing you under the bus or possibly jeopardizing your job or anything. If you're even watching this far, it's 53 minutes. I doubt you want to hear me for this long. I thought you want to hear my squeaking self for this long, but this camera that I'm filming on right now, a gift from Mr. Cummings. I know. It's like, I was so honored, because back then, I would film on my phone. And do you know how troublesome it is to film on an iPhone? When you have like 8 minutes of iCloud storage, when there's no SD card you can plug it in. And I don't know why I'm getting emails from Indeed. I'm still looking for a job, you guys. It's tragic. Yeah, sorry, I just got really despondent about my life there for a nanosecond, but what was I talking about? Oh yeah, camera. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. Because without this camera, I would have never rebooted the YouTube channel. I'm gonna be so for real. Well, I would have, but it would have been much crappier. You wouldn't have my face on it. You wouldn't have these cause dang it, like I could not film anything on my phone. I would be so for real. Like I said, like it had like 5 minutes of like storage on it because the iCloud storage is booty. I needed something with a SD card. I needed something with a viewfinder. I needed a digital camera, and Mr. Cummings granted me the crappiest, well, not crappiest, but just like the most outdated one. The most outdated one, yes. Because this one ain't a beaut. It has like less than an hour of battery life. Like if I take it off of that battery, it's going to die in like 50 minutes. So yeah, it's thank you, Mr. Cummings. Because without this camera, I wouldn't be rambling right now. I would not be able to ramble this freely and just have a concise time editing. Because also editing with editing with iPhone footage was abhorrent. Never again. Oof. Yes. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, I had everything everywhere all at once, collector's edition, unboxing, but it was all filmed on my phone, right? And at times I would have to, in the midst of my unboxing, storage would die, and I would have to, I would have to go aside and export the freaking footage, import the footage that had just stopped recording because of storage issues, and just put it on my computer, delete it off my phone, and then start like the 8-minute window all over again. Or not start it, but just start an 8-minute window again and continue with the unboxing. That was just so, and there was problems with Premiere Pro, and it wouldn't take my QuickTime files, and it was just awful. I don't know why, but I just got a whiplash memory of Olivia from the classroom. I felt like I just talked like her first. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Because when I said it was awful. Like that, I felt like that was like an Olivia delivery right there. Oh God, Jaden Mull, who played Olivia in season 1 of the classroom. I'm still waiting for you to upload that 27 video. 27-minute video of energy drinks role playing. I'm still waiting on that because I thought, like, look, another director's commentary, another little tidbit, and a little trivia that I'm gonna give to you guys early access. I in the script that was episode of Mori, I think, and we had this video editing competition of videos about like love and stuff. Like, show me the best video, you get this Olive Garden gift card, and is that what I wrote on the script? No, what I wrote on the script originally, what was on the script was that, well, we don't see it on screen, but what Olivia had shared was a wedding video with her and an energy drink. And there was kind of like a risque joke in there. It wasn't really, I did not write it to be risque, but they saw it as risque and then they took it their own way. I will delve into that more when we get to that director's commentary. But instead, Olivia had filmed in her own time at home energy drinks role playing, and at first I was a little hesitant because, like, I don't know, I thought the wedding thing was the funniest thing ever. But this turned out to be much funnier. You elitist piece of garbage. That was so funny, bro. I don't know. I just really didn't expect for it to be that funny. And yeah, it's those moments of improv that embellish my baby even more. It's those moments where a cast member takes me aback with their own improv and just makes the product better. Thank you, Olivia. Guys, I've been eating a lot of icebreakers lately. Like, do you see my stash? I just have a bunch of icebreakers. I also have gum. We'd love to see it. I've been just dabbling with gum. Oh, snap. Oh, fuck. I gotta do the thumbnail somehow, you guys. But, yeah, I think I should start, like, gluing. I want to glue, after I finish this video, which will wrap up literally in a minute, I will be gluing some of the googly eyes on my the back of my phone case. I think it'll be very aesthetic. That's what I used to do. You guys remember me having googly eyes in my old phone case? You're an OG. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. I rambled about a buttload of things. I rambled And you see, I could probably go on for another hour, but I just won't because I gotta spare you guys from the. Oh gosh, I gotta spare you guys from the. Oh gosh, yeah. Just thank you guys a lot. If you guys actually watch this from beginning to end, I salute you because I I don't have many people to talk to, and this is my only genuine outlet to yap incessantly, and I enjoy yapping a lot. I have a lot to say. I'm a very tumultuous man, very eventful.